Marketing is just the way that you get your message to the people who need to hear your message. And those are your patients. So it's really, really important to hone that message for them so that they know how to hear that information. I'm Dr. Ariana DeMers, the queen of orthobiologics, and I am leading the way in orthopedic surgery innovation, shaping medical practices for success. When you're in the insurance world, you don't have to market. You don't have to go get patients. The insurance world is your lead generation, your marketing engine, the whole thing. And so you just show up and they just show up and you're like, hey, I've got this thing. And they're like, well, I need the thing. And they say yes. So we didn't have to market at all. And then when you go into private practice, cash practice world, where you step away from the insurance world, then there's this whole other set of things like, oh, heck, where do I find my patients? And so marketing is not a dirty word. Marketing is required to be able to let patients know what you do and where you are and how to find you. And are you going to be a good fit? And so it's not this sales and marketing department thing. It's helping clarify what you do and how you can help your patients. And it's really critical. Otherwise, patients don't know. Patients don't know where to find you. They don't know how to find you. They didn't even know that you offered a thing, that they were actually searching somewhere else on the internet. If you're not there, everyone's searching on the internet. They just are. This is how we do our digital world. And if you're not there telling people, what you do, how you do it, why you're so good at it, and how you can help them, then they don't know. Unfortunately, they're not psychic and they just don't know. It's hard. It's hard to suss out who to trust. I can't tell you the number of colleagues who have gotten taken. They're like, oh yeah, I had a marketer and they put a social media campaign together and it was so much money and I got nothing in return. I didn't get any extra patients. I didn't do anything. Which email inbox or social media contact that says, hey, we can get you 30 leads in 30 days and get you up and running and you're going to make $1 billion and all it costs is 30 cents a day. Yeah. Number one, I'm not a very trusting human, but number two, it's hard. And so the problem is these people don't know you, don't know what you offer, and don't know your patients. So of course it didn't work. Why would it work? They are just marketing and like you're marketing a candy bar, and they're applying those strategies to the medical space, but that's not the same. So the brilliance of marketing directly to your patients on social media is that you know what you offer, you know what services, and you know who you're speaking to, you know who your patients are, and you know what message you want to tell them, where to find you, how you can help them. It's really that simple. And so I think that's the brilliance of not relying on a marketer, but relying on your knowledge of your patient and the knowledge of what you do to help serve them and get them the outcomes that they need. So like for marketing, right, in healthcare, where should you start? You should start with free traffic, right? You should don't start with paid. You have to know and experiment with what your message is and what's resonating, and ask your patients, why did you come see me? What made you pull the trigger? Or do some market research. That's legitimately market research. Ask your patients what made them come in, what they're seeking. Did they search on the internet? What did they find? I just talked to the patient today about, they're like, oh, I know it's probably bad to search. I'm like, no, it's Dr. Google. What did you find? Let me help guide you to the proper location of good information. And then the one step further is, why don't I provide you with that really good information? Then the next step is, why don't I video that good information and put it on the web so now my patients can find it when they're asking those questions? It'll be me. And they'll be like, oh my gosh, I know that doctor. I trust that doctor. I like that doctor. I didn't know she offered these services. Awesome. I'm going to call them right now. I already know where they are. This is great. And that was unpaid traffic, right? That you didn't have to pay for that marketing. You can just put it on YouTube and put it out there on social media, or put it on Facebook and put a little video. And that is, I think, where you start for healthcare marketing, is just speaking to your patients, doing the market research with your patients, and using your voice and your personality and your style of taking care of your patients, because they already know and like and trust you, and they're seeking out care from you. You know, doctors are already busy and already like, oh my gosh, it's one more thing, and now I've got to be the marketer. I've got to create all the content. Like, newsflash, I don't create my content. I direct my content, and I use video because it's very powerful and easy to multiply. And I hire a marketing firm to then package it up, make little snippets or what have you, and then push it out to all of the different social media channels. So that's the pro tip. Please don't do it yourself. We have a day job. It's called doctoring. But you do have that deep knowledge of your patients. And so you still do need to direct the content of what you're saying and how you're saying it to appeal to your patients, but you don't have to do it yourself. You don't have to figure out how to make videos or cut videos or do any of those things. There are experts for that. And one of the ways is to find physicians that are really having success, that resonate with you, and you say, oh my gosh, that's a really good video, and you can reach out and say, hey, would you recommend the marketing agency that's doing, or who's doing your social media? And then you can get a really good recommendation that's word of mouth recommendation, instead of answering the email that came in or the 500 phone calls about whether I need more help with marketing, finding my new patients to get behind. When I talk to my colleagues about marketing, I think sometimes doctors are used to abdicating certain responsibilities completely, and under the guise of, oh, I don't know how to do the numbers part. Oh, I don't know how to do the accounting. Oh, I didn't go to school to be a marketer. But really, it is critical to do your own market research, i.e. talk to your patients. This is what we do every day. Just ask them, where did you find me? How did you make the decision to come see me? Oh, it's because my Google reviews had good stars, because people are saying things, because there's testimonials on my website that sound just like you. Oh, that's interesting. Thank you so much for sharing. It can take 5 seconds, but you have to do the research. You have to know how you're reaching your customers or your clients or your patients. And you have to know what resonates with them, the why. Why did they come in? Why did they choose you? Why did they make the decision to not go down the street? And so you do have to know that. No marketing agency, no company is going to be able to know that part of it. So you do have to do that, but then you can kind of give the rest of it, the details and the nitty-gritty hows, you can give to somebody else. But that knowledge, you do have to own that one. Improving patient care and reclaiming control over your practice is possible through Orthobiologics. It's not just about advanced treatments, it's about transforming your entire approach. It's better patient outcomes, streamlined marketing, and a more fulfilling work-life balance. So if you're ready to start this journey with me in my Orthobiologics Masterclass that provides you all the tools that you're gonna need, the future of medicine is here. Come join us.